What is up, budgeting family and friends? My name is Sharia. This is the Sharia Mag channel where I am documenting my six-figure or our six-figure debt-free journey as an entrepreneurial licensed clinical social worker with a virtual private practice, also working a part-time job, along with my husband who is a welder. We are a family of 7 with 3, almost 4 adult children and 1 sixth grader. And we started our journey in October of 2023 with $305,000 worth of debt. $305,884 worth of debt to be exact. And I will link the debt confession, the original debt confession video that aired in October of 2023 in a card so that you can go back and watch that video if you have not already. We share or are documenting our six-figure debt-free journey along with you guys, and we document and share our monthly budgets, our weekly budgets, our debt updates. And because I am an entrepreneur, I do also share the money that I make in my private practice, and I also do Transfer Tuesday videos to remain consistent on my debt-free journey. So today's video is our March debt update confession, and we will get right into it. Okay, so the sheet that you see, or the sheet that I am documenting my debt updates in, are 2 sheets. One is the year overview, and it breaks down everything that we do for the year by a month-to-month basis. And then every now and again, I feel like this is more accurate than our actual debt update tracker, our debt tracker. I just don't feel like it updates the numbers accurately. So I like to use the overview more than I like to use the debt numbers, because this is not correct. We're actually in $284,000 worth of debt currently, but it does not accurately reflect, and I don't know if that is the original number or what, but I was just hoping that it would decrease by now. I wonder if this makes a difference. Yeah, no. So I do like to do my debt updates from the year overview tab, and then when I figure out what's going on with the debt tab, then I will maybe go back and forth in between the two. So we are focusing on the month of March. We started March with $288,505.47. And this was the debt that we were able to pay off for the month of March. So before we get into the debt that we were able to pay off, I do want to actually reflect back on the income that we earned for the month of March. So income on the year overview for the month of March totaled $11,206.72. And out of that $11,000 that we earned for the month of March, we were able to pay $4,864.03 towards debt. And that is the combination of minimum payments, which minimum payments on the debts that we started our debt-free journey with total $2,301.29. And then any additional income that I do or that we do put towards debt. Now, if you are new here, I do work a part-time job. I work a part-time job from 9:30 to 1:30 Monday through Friday. I am a behavioral care manager lead, and I am making $35 an hour, and I work 20 hours per week. And the income that I earn from that job is solely to improve my financial situation. And on social media, I do my payday routines from that income. So if you want to see more of that type of content or shorter form content about my debt-free journey, you can follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. Although I have not been completely transparent, I have not been as consistent over there as I have been over here, because I have a lot going on, which is not an excuse, but it is a reason. So we will jump right into the debt that totals the $4,864.03. So for the month of March, we put $64.50 on my Platinum American Express. And a viewer made a really good point, and I don't know if I answered that comment or not, but she talked about expenses that I actually put on the credit card for the credit card benefits, but I pay right back off. Should they be considered expenses instead of debt? And I agree with her. She made a really great point, or he, but I believe it was a she. That commenter and viewer made a really good point, and I do agree that if I'm going to pay them right back off and I'm only putting them on the card for the benefits, maybe it's cash back or points, then it is actually an expense, and it needs to go in an expense category and not so much in a debt category. And this is exactly what the $64.50 was. It was a transaction that I put on my American Express to get the $25 or $5 cash back reward, and then I paid it right back off. So that was that. Ulta, I put $54.43. And again, that was for the Ulta points. I am saving up to buy me Tom Ford Vanilla Sex perfume, or to buy skincare products. I love some skincare products. I also love perfumes, but I have quite a few perfumes and I can only wear 1 scent a day. I don't layer my scents, so I just wear 1 scent per day, which reminds me I didn't put on a scent for today. So anyhow, $54.43 did go on our Ulta card, or my Ulta card, and I did pay that right back off. And again, I did that for the points. What I particularly bought was a skincare product, and it was like 3 times the points. And right now I have $12 worth of points, and then I also have about $50 worth of points on Fetch, and I plan on cashing that out for an Ulta gift card and applying that to either my Tom Ford perfume or my Billie Eilish perfume. My Hilton American Express, I did end up paying $596.63 towards that card. Again, if you are an OG or a subscriber, then you know that my 3 kids are authorized users on those cards. Right now, I am covering a lot of my daughter's expenses, who is in college, because she does not work. She recently lost her job with Amazon and is currently looking for another one. So I do allow her to put groceries and small school supplies and gas on that card, and I cover that expense as much as possible. I do also sometimes deduct it from the $50 that we put aside for her each week to cover those expenses. My husband had $100 on his Hilton American Express. I don't know what that is, but that was up there, and we did pay that back off. My PayPal card and my husband's PayPal card, we pay the minimum payments. We have not decided to completely pay those cards off. I use mine more for my business. He uses his more for his side hustle, which is to buy car parts, because he buys and flips cars. And what we do is we pay off the interest accruing expenses, but we haven't quite decided to pay the balances off in full. But we have not accrued any interest doing it that way either. Okay, so Citi Cards. Citi Cards is our next target card. We started paying it in March, and it was sitting at like $4,200 or $4,600. We were able to pay half. So the financial goal for the month of March for the Citi card was to decrease it by half, and that was $2,000. And so for the month of March, we did apply $2,000 towards the balance of that card, and the goal for April is to have it paid off. So $2,000 did go towards the Citi card. Delta American Express does not have a balance, and so that balance is snowballed into the Target debt. Honda Financial is my car, and I'm tired of having a car payment, y'all. So I am exploring selling it. I have tried to refinance it, but when we bought my Honda Pilot, I bought a 2023 Honda Pilot. It was an emotional purchase, and I love my truck. But do I love it enough to have to pay $1,000 for it a month? I'm on the fence with that. So I'm really trying to decide if I just want to hustle for a couple of months and get that paid off, or if I just want to sell it, honestly. I'm not the buy a new car every 2 or 3 years or period, honestly. Before I purchased the 2023 Honda Pilot, I had a 2014 Honda Accord, and I love that car. It has been paid off since 2017, and I enjoyed not having a car payment. But it was a very emotional time. And so I went and made this irrational emotional purchase. And again, while I love my truck, I don't love the fact that I pay $1,000 for it. So my goal is to either look into if I can sell it and then just pay off what I'm upside down on the loan on, or just paying it off, because I know I'm not going to be the type of person to be like, oh, this car is paid off, now it's time to get another one. That's not me. So for the month of April, we did pay, the routine payment is $1,000.78. And then I applied 15% of my part-time income to as principal payments on my truck, because that is the next debt that we will be paying once we get out of credit card debt. We'll be switching from the snowball method to the avalanche method, and that has the highest interest rate at 8.4%, which is ridiculous because I have a 700, somewhere in the 700s credit score. So $1,328.30 did go towards Honda. We do have a HELOC. That is the next debt. It's 7.74%. The payment is $288, and the interest is eating up the entire payment. So I cannot wait till we can start paying that off as well. But I feel like that will go really quick by the time we get to that point. And then you see my student loans. My student loan payment is a lump sum payment. It's $357.57. But because when I do start paying them, I will be paying them individually. I list them individually on my debts. So the combination of these 7 loan payments total $357.57, and that is automatically deducted from our checking account. So that brought our total debt payments to $4,864.03, and that decreased our debt. And so we started April at $284,917.87, which is so exciting to see the numbers continue to go down. And I actually keep these numbers on my desktop. Let me see if I can show you guys. I keep these up here because I need the motivation. While I love what I do, I don't always want to do it. I want to see 2, maybe 3 clients per day. And that's in total. That is what my work optional and early retirement life is starting to look like for me as I start to envision it. So I do keep these numbers on where I can see them to keep me motivated to stay on this journey, because it gets hard, y'all. It gets hard. And sometimes it's just so easy to go and take that trip or buy those clothes, or that's really it. Eat that food. I mean, we still eat out when we want to. But I'm a big traveler. I love to travel. And I'm not talking about like $500 at the beach. I'm talking about $5,000 at the premier ocean bungalow on island somewhere that nobody has ever heard of, where it costs like $17,000 for 5 nights. That's the type of trips I want to go on. It just is what I want to do. And I would love to be able to do that without having to worry about it or put myself in a bad situation. So, that is the debt that we were able to pay for the month of March. We started again April at $284,917.87. And when we deduct $305,884.84 minus $284,917.87, we have a total debt balance or debt decrease of $20,966.97. Yay! That is exciting. Over 6 months. Let me see. October, November, December, January.